guys, welcome to my video. I am super behind. So today is Friday and I'm recording this in the morning and it's gonna go up as soon as I edit it. So you guys are seeing this video the same day that I am recording it. I'm just going to make a quick video of names that we were going to use for Avery and decided not to. So let's just go ahead and get started. The only way that I remember all of them is because I wrote them in my belly book when I was pregnant. So there's probably about like 15 of them, and I'm gonna read you guys the ones that we for sure aren't gonna use for our next child. So if we have a girl, we might decide to use one of these names, then I'm not going to tell you guys those ones. Boom! Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Okay, so the first name, this was the #1 contender. It was gonna be either Avery or London. Chris really liked London, and we thought it was gonna be London up until like literally the day she was born. I was like, no, let's do Avery, and he was like, okay. But we really liked London because I was supposed to travel abroad that summer to London, and we already paid the money. It was already all set up, and then I found out I was pregnant, so we had to like be refunded and cancel it. I decided not to go just so we could save some extra money, and I would have been like 5 months pregnant, and I just didn't want to be traveling when I was kind of that far along. So that's why I didn't go to London, and Chris thought it would be really funny and ironic if we named her London. That way he was saying like, oh, you still got your London even though you didn't go. The next name is Cecilia. I love the name Cece, but not as much the whole name Cecilia. I feel like it's kind of a lot. So loved the name Cece, and before we had Avery, that was like my #1 girl name. I was like, if I ever have a baby girl, I'm naming her Cece. And I still really do like Cece, but Cecilia, I don't know, kind of just, I'm not as fond of it. So we decided not to use that name. The next one is Blakely. I actually really liked this name too, and Chris loved this one. I think this was his #1 for a long time. And we eventually decided not to use it because it kind of like lingers. I feel like it's Blakely, like it just like keeps on going. I don't know. I still really like it, but it goes on for a while. Blakely Viserys is kind of like a tongue twister a little bit. Blakely Viserys. Blakely Viserys. So yeah, we decided not to use that one. I don't think that we will for any future girls. The next one, I really liked this one for a while, is Hallie. Hallie. I liked it. But something I didn't like is it didn't have a really good nickname. I guess it's only 2 syllables, but I didn't really like the nickname Hal. So anyways, we decided not to use that one, and Chris also wasn't too fond of that one. Is kind of one that I liked a little bit more. The next one, I have no idea where I even got this one. It's a little weird, but it's Raylin or Rylan, and we call him like Ray. And I thought Raylin would have been cute. I would have been like, oh, you're my ray of sunshine, and just call her like Ray. I don't think Chris liked those either a lot though. Riley. I loved Riley. Loved it. But I have a friend who's pregnant, and she actually had her baby like 2 weeks after Avery, and I knew that she was gonna name her baby Riley, so we couldn't have like the same name. Guys, baby names are hard. I swear, you think you know names, and then once you have a baby, you're like, okay, I don't like this person and they're named that, or doesn't sound good with that name, or like the initials, those 3 letters don't go together, or like there's so many things you have to consider, and it's really hard naming a baby. It's really hard. Like literally, we didn't come up with Avery's name until, or we weren't sure of it until I delivered, and I was like, okay, yeah, I really like Avery. Like literally, that is when we decided. Oh my goodness, my dog wants to go out. Coast. The next name, guys, this one's a little crazy. Don't think I'm weird, okay? I think the #1 thing going into naming a baby is I wanted it to be easy to spell, easy to pronounce, but not super common. So this name is Berlin. Just let it soak in for a second. Berlin. Berlin Viserys. See, that's why we didn't pick it. I don't know. I kind of liked it, but just maybe a little bit too much on the weird side. The next one is Malin. I think I liked that one because I saw this little girl. It was the cutest little girl I've ever seen in a wedding, and her name was Malin. And I loved it. I thought it was really cute, but I don't think Chris was picky, you guys. He probably liked like 3 of these names that I'm saying. These are mostly like ones that I liked. The next one is Brooklyn. Brooklyn Viserys. That's cute. There wasn't a really good nickname for it. I really just wanted a name that had like a good nickname, and Brooklyn, I feel like you might just call her Brooke, which is cute. I don't know, just didn't use that one. Bailey. I love this name, especially with our last name, Bailey Viserys. I think it sounds really good. But Chris has a little niece named Bailey, and so I was all for it. I was like, it's okay, like it's just your name, so you can still use it, and he just didn't want to, so didn't use Bailey. Next one, this is kind of funny, you guys. I have loved the name Sierra, but with our name, Sierra Baceres, like that's kind of rude. You can't name your baby that. So Sierra Baceres is like a big tongue twister, and we didn't use it. This next one I'm not gonna tell you guys because I really like it, and we might use it for our next one because it sounds really good with Avery. So not gonna tell you, sorry. I know a girl that I went to school with her, and we weren't like friends, I just like knew her, and she had a daughter. The daughter's like 3 or 4 years old now, and she named her Taylin, and I loved that, Taylin. And then you could just name her like Tay. I think that's so cute, Taylin. Loved it, really wanted to use it, but again, I think it was Chris that didn't really like it. Like, even some of these we really liked, but Avery just like was always at the top for me. One thing I love about Avery is that it's easy to spell, it's easy to say, it goes good with our last name, and I don't know anyone named that. I don't know why that's like a thing for me, is naming babies someone that I know. It puts like an image in your mind. This is a lot of names. I had a huge list, so sorry if you guys don't want to hear all of them, but this is like whoosh, the whole shebang, the whole list. The next one is, ooh, this one's weird. I'm glad I didn't use this one. I don't even know why this is on here. Harlan. I have no idea why that's on there, but I'm glad we didn't use it. Kind of different, but I think Sylvia. I don't know. It's probably just one I liked, and it didn't even make it to like one of the final rounds, but there's Sylvia. Yeah, I don't like it now. Even saying it, it's kind of like, it drags on. It's kind of hard to say. Sylvia. That was weird. Sylvia. See, that's one of the reasons I didn't pick it. Okay, 2 more. I really liked the name Taylor, except for there's someone I grew up with named Taylor that was kind of a rude person, and it kind of had a bad persona for me. Taylor, I thought that was cute, just like the nickname Tay. Okay guys, last one. This one, actually I don't know if I will tell you guys this one. I'm not gonna tell you the last one because I still really like it and I might use it. So those are the names. I think that our very top ones were, oh, another one we were kind of thinking of was Natalie, but I didn't like the nickname Nat, because it's like a bug, and I don't know. I really like Natalie, but I feel like everyone would call her Nat, and I don't really like Nat, so that's why I didn't pick that one. But our very top names, guys, like I tell Chris all the time, you are pregnant for 9 months just so that you can think of a name, because I think we changed our mind like 10 different times. So our very top 3 names were London, Blakely, and Avery. I feel kind of bad because Chris really liked London and Blakely, and I liked Avery, and we picked Avery, but I delivered naturally, and Chris was like, you can name her whatever you want, like go ahead, full reins, you got it. So I picked Avery, but I know he really did like it, and I did let him choose how to spell it. I was thinking of maybe putting an I in there somewhere, but he just liked the E-R-Y. So those are the names that we were kind of deciding on and didn't end up picking. I hope you guys enjoyed them, and maybe you guys can use some of them for your child. Maybe it'll give you guys some ideas. I need to hurry and go edit and get it up right now because I am late. So go ahead and give it a thumbs up and comment down below and subscribe if you already aren't subscribed. I do post videos every Friday, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great weekend. Bye guys.